some very good content studies, the BBC in particular, in the last decade or so. There's also been more recent research, which Justin was involved in, of the way in which the BBC has reported Corbyn, which showed that it was actually more anti-Corbyn than its commercial rivals. So the BBC is now more right-wing even than ITV.
We're living in an age of interconnectivity that enables anyone to spread whatever kind of message that they want to spread. That the phenomenal success of Jeremy Corbyn in successive leadership elections of the Labour Party, the recent groundswell of support for the Greens, is reflective of a gradual awakening that is supported by platforms like Twitter and social media. I'm afraid that's not enough. I'm afraid that there is a wall, however big that sphere is, there is a wall around it that needs to be transcended.
Again, this will be very familiar. Many of these stories have been grossly distorted, some have been outright fabrications. Elsewhere in Europe there's been a similar process of demonisation taking place, but usually led by extremist political parties rather than extremist media.
The University of Cambridge put a study out, and they said that the way that the politicians and the media have talked about migrants and Muslims has led to an atmosphere of hostility against them.
That wasn't a polemical left-wing blogger or columnist who said that. That was the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights.
To me, the start of the conversation is the idea of democracy itself. One of the key pillars of this democracy is an important free media, to be able to challenge authority where it stands. But what we have right now is a situation where journalists are trusted less or similar amount to politicians and estate agents.
And there was a really fascinating testimony that was given at the Leavesden inquiry by a former Daily Star journalist called Rich Pepiat. And he talked about how there was real pressure on him to go and find anti-Muslim stories and anti-migrant stories. And not only that, but there was, his view, his sense was that this was coming from the sales department, this was coming from the advertising department.
It's one of the most consistent findings, I think, in social science that the BBC and other broadcasters will tend to reflect the interests and perspectives of powerful groups in society.
The way that the media reports about an issue plays a major role in creating that narrative, which in some cases, when it comes to Muslims, migrants, other minority groups, has led to that hostility against these groups.
I don't know how many of you have heard of this website, Breitbart. Breitbart's lost over 1,500 of its advertisers through a campaign that we're kind of in contact with and very much on the same sort of level as in terms of what we're trying to achieve, and they're called Sleeping Giants, and they've been hugely successful. So we know this is a model that works, and it's another way of pushing back. And actually, this is a power that we've had all along.